I just want to tell you the story about the Tellicherry 5. In 1798, in Ireland, the British had invaded Ireland many years before, and they were suppressing the Irish Catholics. The Irish Catholics couldn't have any land, they couldn't vote, they were very poor, they were basically slaves to the British invaders. And in 1798, they rose up in rebellion, but the British pushed them down. They suppressed them harshly. Hundreds of them were killed. But some of the Irish continued to fight a guerrilla warfare. And one of those was Michael Dwyer and his friends in the county of Wicklow, who went up into the hills and every now and again for years would come down and attack the British and then go back and hide in the hills around the towns. And this went on for some years, to the point where the British got totally sick of it and offered a truce. They said to Michael Dwyer, who was known as the chieftain of Wicklow, "If you agree to give up, we will deport you from the country. We won't charge you. We won't have you killed. You'll be sent to America as a free settler, so you won't even be a convict." Now, that was a pretty good deal because the British were just killing everyone who they caught. All the rebels were being hung. But they were so sick of Michael Dwyer having killed hundreds of people, the British themselves, they decided to get rid of him. And Michael Dwyer agreed to give up his place in Ireland, and he was to be deported with his family and with his friends, the Tellicherry 5, to America. However, they weren't sent to America, they were then sent to Australia. And in 1806, when they arrived in Sydney, Governor King granted them land along Cabramatta Creek. So Michael Dwyer had the land where Jackie Osmond's softball field is now, and Arthur Devlin had the land where our school is now. Now, Michael Dwyer had a colourful life after that, and I'll show you a video about that, which you can watch in a minute. But eventually, he did develop a farm. He actually had a pub where Hume Highway is now, along there near Jackie Osmond's softball field. And he became a policeman in Liverpool. But when he died, he was just buried in a normal grave. But some years later, the Irish people of Australia realised what a significant person this person was, what a famous person he was in Ireland, and they moved his body to Waverley Cemetery to a massive memorial. It's the biggest memorial on a grave in Australia still. You can go there and you can visit it. And over 100,000 people came out that day when he was being reburied. Such was his fame. And when the Irish president comes to Australia to visit, they always go and visit Michael Dwyer's grave. So that gives you an idea how important these people were, who were called the Tellicherry 5, who had the land from where our school is, Jackie Osmond, right up to about where Laser Tag and the Home Pride Centre is up on Home Pride Avenue up there, where all those shops are, where Harvey Norman and Krispy Kreme's is. There were Tellicherry 5 farms all the way between there and our school. So it's a pretty exciting story, pretty amazing story, and it's what I'm sharing with you today. The first people to dispossess the Cabrigal people were the Tellicherry 5 in Warwick Farm.